Yo, what is cracking, guys? It's your boy LOZA. Today we're watching my Dark Magician Invoked deck versus my good friend Lewis. We're testing just for upcoming events and whatnot. He's playing Swordsoul Brave, I think? Or is it just pure Swordsoul? I forget. Let's find out together. And don't forget to go down and hit that subscribe button. Let's get into the vid. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's look at our opening hand. Double ref. This is insane. You're about to find out why. Now, I've talked about this a lot on the channel. I've talked about how Red Eye's Fusion beats a number of decks, especially Swordsoul, when it's combined, when you combine ref with imperm or droplet, or like one negation of some sort, right? In this case, 2 ref works the exact same. As long as the opponent doesn't have Ash, you win, and let's find out how. Alright, I'm going to hit fast forward, because, you know, it's probably going to be fine. Pot of Desires. We're going to see Mo Yi revealing a Shuna. The token will come down. I'm just going to let him play. Like, I don't have a hand trap. So, we're going to let him go through Long Young, Burn Me, Baron. Out comes Grandmaster, which is going to search Blackout. Blackout is set. Going to activate Ref. Fleur is going to negate it. We're going to activate Ref again. That's the game. Like, Dragoon pops 2 and then it swings for game. It's that simple, guys. Ref is a good card. I'm trying to tell you guys. Play Ref, it's so damn good. Alright, so, as you know, Ref at 3 is the way. Based on, like, it's just such a good going second card. Okay, we've sided now. He's playing first again. I've opened up Meltdown, Invocation, Circle, and Token Collector. So let's see how this plays out. We'll go a little slower this time because there might actually be plays. Alright, Tenyi Shuna is going to come out and become Monk. And that means we're going to go for some Vessel, which is going to send a Worm from deck to grave, and then if you control face-up non-effect, which is Monk, you are then able to add a Tenyi with a different name from deck to hand. It's a super good card, super good card. Alright, we're going to see Adhara coming out now. This is the tuner of the Tenyi variant. Alright, we're going to see Adashura banished to summon out Vishuddha from the deck. Vishuddha is one of my favorite Tenyis. As you know, I played in Dark Magician a bit. And I like Adhara too, because he's a good little tuner dude. Now we're going to see Yugioh come down, and it's going to grab the Blackout once again. Now what's funny here is Yugioh is a negate as well, right? It's a monster negate, but it can only use one of its effects per turn, which I didn't actually know. So ironically here, we're going to see him try to extend into a token play, I believe. Let's just hit next play. Yep, so there's going to be Ecclesia into Tai. Tai is going to come down and banish Long Young to grab a token. In response, I'm going to use Token Collector to, you know, summon out and destroy the token. He cannot respond to that with the negate because he can only use one Grandmaster Yugioh effect per turn. So, there you go. The more you know. That's why we test. We learn these things. He's going to banish Adashura and add back the Long Young to his hand, and then he's going to pass turn. So having Token Collector out's really nice for us because it means we're 1 card into Anaconda, right? That's really cool. Plus, like, obviously, when this goes to grave, you can keep bringing it back whenever a token's summoned. Like, that's insane. Absolutely insane. Token Collector is a very nice check to the meta, like to the Brave engine, Adventure engine meta. I really dig it. We're going to go for Meltdown off the bat because we already have Ali and we already have Invo. We don't actually need this to resolve, so we're trying to bait a hand trap here. He didn't fall for it, fair enough. We're going to go for the normal summon Alistar. I say no effects, and then he's sniping my hand saying, which one is it? Which one is it? We're going to link away Alistar for the Artemis. Yeah, because there's no lights in the grave, so we're looking to make Mechaba here. But first, we're going to make Anaconda, I believe. Yep, we're linking into Anaconda. Beautiful. He's going to drop Imperm at this point because he knows what's happening. He knows I'm going for Mechaba, and then I'll use Anaconda effect. So, early Imperm here. I'm going to go for the Invo, of course, and we're going to summon out Mechaba. And then we're going to recycle that Invocation / Alistar, you know, the whole Invoked engine things. We're going to go for the Circle off the top, and I do believe we find Soul Servant, which is huge. Now, of course, you've noticed there's a Red Eye sitting in my hand. That's quite unfortunate, but that just is how it is sometimes. Now, I'm going to Battle Phase attack. Oh, because this is still an effect negate. So, my plan here is to get to Dragoon through Anaconda, my second Anaconda. And the best way to do that is Mechaba beating over the negate by dropping Alistar in the damage step. And then move to main phase 2. we can go ahead and link away those for my second Anaconda. Now remember, my first Anaconda didn't try to activate its effect. It didn't even try. It got effect veilered then. So I can go with the second one. Unfortunately, I get Nibiru'd. Because yeah, that was 5 summons, right? We went Alistair into Artemis, and then Anaconda, and then Mechaba, and then yeah, Anaconda 2. Yeah, 5 summons. Beautiful. So yeah, we've got Nibiru and we've got a token here. Stats on the token aren't that relevant. So I'm going to set Soul Servant and pass, because I didn't get to send Dark Magician to the graveyard. So unfortunately, it's a bit of a dead card right now. Alright, moving ahead, he sadly doesn't have a play. He's just got to attack the token pass. So of course, we can Soul Servant in the end phase, grabbing Magician Souls. And this kind of feels like it's sealing the duel for me. Because now we go Magician Soul, send mana. This way, if he targets Alistair or the Magician Souls effect here, we bring her back. We have 3 monsters to work with. That's so big. That's huge. So the next play is normal summon Alistair, go for the effect. There's no negation, great. We're going to link away, and then we're going to, at some point, use Magician Souls. There we go, sending away the Magical Meltdown. Fantastic. We've drawn Magicalized Fusion, which doesn't get to a lot right now, but maybe it will at a later turn. We're going to see me link away into, sadly, no Anaconda because we've used both, but we're going to go for Dark, the Dark Charmer. The Dark Charmer is going to use his effect, targeting the Vishuda in the grave there, and we're going to link them both away into Selene. We're going to get a number of counters on Selene, and then we're going to, that was a misclick by me, then we're going to activate Selene and bring back Magician Souls. Doesn't really matter what we bring back at this point, but then we're going to make access code. Access code's banishing Anaconda, and then we're going to activate Invocation, of course, which means we would have game because access code's so high on attack, and then we'd summon our Purgatrio and boost it with Alistair. Alright, that was our best first of 3. Here's our second match. I'm keen to see what happens. I forget a lot of what happens, to be honest. It was a couple of days ago. Okay, so we're playing second once again. Sorry, I'll slow that down. So he summons out Vishuda and then goes Emergency Teleport to summon out the Ghost Ogre. So from here, we can already make our Baron de Fleur, which is probably what's going to happen. I've also got a Ghost Ogre in my hand because it's very format specific. Very good hand trap for the format, you know. I'm digging it. So Hulk's going to come down here. He's going to go for the Hulk line of play. Do I Ghost Ogre him here? I do. I probably should wait. But it's past his turn. And we've drawn Illusion of Chaos for turn, which means... Oh, I missed what we put back there. Oh, we put back Illusion of Chaos. I'm so silly. We're going to use Magician Souls here, and that's going to be sending mana. Once again, Meltdown plus Magician Souls in this deck, absolutely broken. Absolutely broken. Because, look, you're going to see it for yourself. I did it last game as well. You put mana in grave, that way if they target your Alistair or your Magician Souls, you can summon mana and you've got 3 monsters to work with. It's a free way to get to Selene. It's a free way to get to any Link 3. Like, it's just value. And unfortunately, he's got the Ash, not the Imperm or Veiler, so it's a little disappointing because mana obviously can't respond to Ash. Ash does not target. But you have to take those trades, guys. You got to take those risks. And now, you know, that Ash is gone, we can go Magician Soul, send Magical Meltdown to draw 1, which is really nice. So let's hopefully draw something good here because we've already got Dark Magician in the hand. We're going to chain Soul Servant, actually. I forget what I stack. Eternal Soul. Very cool. And then we're going to link away Alistair and Magician Souls for the Dark Charmer. Why not? So I think I'm scared here because I think in my head I'm like he still has Imperm or Veiler because he saved it. But I don't think he did, so I kind of made the wrong play here. I should have gone for Anaconda. I was a bit scared, so I went for the Dark line, but I think it was incorrect. So you're going to see me go for Selene here. I'm going to remove the counters, go bring back Alistair, and link him away. Nope, then we realize I can't do that, so we are going to fix that. Elmaro specifies normal summon monster, so it doesn't work. So we just put it back in the extra deck, you know, it's all good. We're going to banish Dark and get rid of Adhara. And then we're going to upstart and just pray we get something good. Sadly, it's not quite what we wanted. We're going to draw one more time. And we found Circle. This is huge. Circle actually coming in clutch now. I accidentally started banishing face up, and then we just went, screw it, I'm banishing face up. So we're having a laugh about it. And look what we revealed. 3 amazing, like, Dragoon summoning cards and 1 to protect it. It's very funny. So I'm pretty sure I just put the ref on top of the deck. I don't actually remember. Called by a Magicalized ref. Yep. So ref is on top, which is really interesting with this next turn coming up. Alright, so we're going to move ahead. Access code's going to beat him for 5-3, which isn't too bad. We're going to set the Eternal Soul and the Imperm, and we're going to pass. So this is pretty good. We've actually managed to get somewhere. Like, if this was Dragoon, it would be, like, infinitely better, but whatever. We went the safe route. It's not that much safer, to be honest, because they just negate you on Dark or Selene, or like access code after it's resolved, so it was a bit silly by me. Should have just risked it for the biscuit and gone for the Anaconda. Ashuna is going to come down, and he's going to link that away into Monk. I'm going to flip Eternal Soul at this point, summoning Dark Magician. Because I can banish Monk, and that means I'm turning off Vajudha, I'm turning off Adhara, I'm turning off like all their effects, right? Because he no longer has a normal monster on the field. But then he has Adhara anyway, and I'm like, no! So he's going to go into his Monk again. So big yikes, fellas, big yikes. So yeah, this just didn't quite work out the way I wanted, but that's okay. That's the nature of the game. You gotta do things and hope they don't have the out, right? It's like activating Ref and praying they don't have Ash. If they don't have it, you probably win. Alright, so we're gonna see him banish Vajudha to bounce Eternal Soul, which is obviously gonna nuke my board. Thanks, Eternal Soul. He's gonna banish Ashuna after that, which is gonna summon out Vajudha. Our boy Vajudha, I love Vajudha. Now we're gonna banish Adhara, add back. He's gonna go into the Yang Xing Baxia, which is of course going to try target cards on the field and then pop them. Oh, sorry, shuffle them into the deck. So we're just going to imperm on that right away. We're like, we don't want to deal with that. And then he's going to pass turn. And of course, he knows we're top decking the Ref, and he knows that it's game. So we just scoop it up from there. All right, siding is done. We're now in game 2 of match 2. And we've got a pretty nice hand for playing second. Like, we've got Ref, we've got one hand trap, and we've got Monster Reborn. We've got extenders, we've got Alistair, Illusion of Chaos, like... pretty damn good hand, I want to say. So let's see what happens here. Alright, we're going to see Mo Yi come out, revealing Long Yang. I'm going to go for the instant Ghost Ogre, so he gets the token, and I believe that's it. No, he's got the Emergence. So add a Sword Soul monster from deck to hand. If you control Synchro, you can add a Worm instead. So yeah, unfortunately, going for the second Mo Yi here. I'm going to be able to summon out Long Yang by sending Mo Yi, and that's going to give him a token round 2. Going to link away into the big boy, the Grand Marju boy, Cheng Ying, or Supreme Sovereign as some call him. We're going to get burnt from Long Yang, and then he's going to pass turn. So as you know, we're probably going to activate that Ref, but let's see, maybe we'll do something else. Going to put back the Illusion of Chaos because, you know, that's a good thing to do. This hand's kind of fire, so we're going to put back Illusion of Chaos. Normal summon Alistair. Get the Invocation, Magician Soul, send away the Prep and the Red Eyes Fusion, and we're going to draw 2. Unfortunately, there's a Red Eyes in those draws. That happens, though. Then we're going to go for the Anaconda, and first we're going to Invocation, because, you know, we want to get a Mecha buff first, and protect that Anaconda effect. But here's where I misplaced. See my hand here, with Reborn, Upstart, Red Eyes? I should have left it exactly like this, because you'll see I get very greedy. Let's go on. First, I'm going to invoke back the Alistair, which is fine. 4 cards in hand, great. What could go wrong? Me, I play Upstart for some reason, which is fine. I just should have played it after resolving Anaconda. And also, I play Reborn here because for some reason, I think this extra 2k is going to get me closer to game. Which it really isn't, so I really shouldn't have done that. That was a waste of a Monster Reborn, especially when I am going to potentially make Dragoon. So you'll see I get Nibiru here. I have to Mechaba this, otherwise I don't get to Dragoon. Which means I discard one of my Alistairs, and he Ghost Ogres in response, meaning I lose my Mechaba. It's fine, the negate still goes through, but now you'll notice our board is significantly weaker attack-wise, and you'll notice I have no cards in hand, and I still have forgotten I can't destroy the Supreme Sovereign Cheng Ying. I can't destroy by card effects. If you read this card, cannot be destroyed by card effects. Sorry, if this card would be destroyed by card effect, you can banish a card from grave, and then when it's banished, you can banish one card. Like, it's not good. Don't want to try and destroy this card by card effect. You want to beat over it by battle. So what I did was Anaconda targeted it, trying to make it dog, and I negated it with my own Dragoon. That meant I had to discard my other Alistair. So if I had kept that Monster Reborn, I'd still have it in hand, or Alistair in hand at this point, and I'd have a negate for what's about to happen. So he's going to top deck here, and because I have no card in hand, the top deck is Taya. And Taya is going to clap my cheeks, to say the least. It's going to give him the token. He's going to go into Berserker of Tenyi, attacks mana, gains the attack, attacks Dragoon, kills Dragoon. I take another K, and we're going to draw for turn, and it's Nibiru. So that game is over. So yeah, really showing how one card can make all the difference right there. That top deck was insane. And if I had just not played that Monster Reborn and greeted for the extra, 2k damage, like so irrelevant, I would have had a negate, and that would have secured me. I don't want to say secured me the game, but he would have had to, top deck again next turn really well. and I would have had the negate once again, because I would have drawn Nibiru, not used it, and just used it as a negate once again. Like, it was a winning scenario, but I played my hand out. Like, I played the Monster Reborn for some reason. Like, so silly. So silly. So yeah, we roasting LOZA today, because he's a big idiot. Anyway, let's get on to this game. We're finally going first. Sadly, we have Village in the hand. Village isn't that great when you're playing Invoked stuff because Alistair never stays on the field. And like, yeah, Dragoon's a spellcaster, but if you didn't get to Dragoon, then this card becomes dead, right? And that's really shit. Anyway, let's move on. We're going to add Invo here, but you'll notice that we don't have an extender, unfortunately. We didn't draw Illusion of Chaos or a way to it or Magician Souls. Kind of sucks. We just have to go Mecha Pass. Probably would have been better off playing Alistair and just putting up Village, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We're going to see the shooter come down. We're going to go for the instant negation on this. So I'm going to discard that Dark Magician because, you know, getting it in the grave is good for Soul Servant, which we have set. Very cool. This means Soul Servant in the end. He's going to chain Ghost Ogre, sorry, which does kill Mechaba, but that's okay. He's got no plays. So that means he just has hand traps or something like that. We're going to stack Magician Souls, which of course, Magician Souls will send mana. Soul Servant will now draw us 2. Not yet, in a little bit. So first we're going to go for normal summon Alistair, go for the effect, see if there's a hand trap, there's an Ash, that sucks, we can't chain mana, it is what it is. DMG wouldn't have done anything anyway, so that's how I look at it. Alright, we're going to go for the Anaconda effect and get effect failing. It is what it is. It happens. It happens. So we're going to go for a draw 2 here. Banish Soul Servant, see what we can find. Also, we're going to send that ref because we forgot to send the ref. We're going to draw another ref, and Magician Souls is also going to be drawn. Nothing good for this turn, but next turn they'll be good. So we're going to attack for 500 and we're going to pass. We should have sent the Village with Magician Souls to draw. That was another misplay right there. We're going to see E-Telly come out. We do have the Ash, and we're going to do it just because we know his hand isn't that great. And, yep, we called it. You know, the hand didn't seem good based on him passing before, so we're going to Ash a mediocre card, and it was right. All right, moving into the third match. I love these Moki sleeves, they're so stupid. Oh, we win the rock off once again. Does that mean I get first? Yes, we're going first. This looks like an activate ref hand. So we're going to go for Meltdown. We're going to activate Meltdown, and then we're going to activate Red Eyes Fusion. Meltdown does not protect Red Eyes Fusion from Ash, by the way. It protects it from stuff like Solemn Judgment and Hard Negates, but not Ash, okay? Ash negates the effect, which gets around Meltdown's protection. Fortunately for us, he didn't open the Ash. Here's our Dragoon. We're going to set an Imperm, set an Alistair. Set Alistair's broken, okay? I know this seems troll, but we have an Alistair in hand, and set Alistair's broken. I'll show you why in another video. I used to play this crazy deck that its main play was setting up Zexal and set Alistair, and oh my god, best deck. Best deck, baby. Anyway, Ashura is going to come down. We're fine with this. We're not going to negate it. Ghost Bell's normal summon. Here comes Halk. No, Baron de Fleur, in fact. Fleur's effect is going to activate. We're going to Imperm it. At this point, he could crash it into Dragoon, which is a big problem. But first, he's going to Swordsoul Emergence. So, I was confused because I'm like, well, now I can just negate this and go to 4K. So, that's exactly what I did. I went up to 4K now. That means he has to pass. So, I was expecting Baron crash into Dragoon, but that isn't what happened. So, hell yeah. We're going to go ahead and activate Dragoon effect before we flip the Alistair, because we want the Alistair to resolve here. So he, of course, is going to chain his Baron negate in response. We're just going to Dragoon effect again. It's going to pop the Baron, and he takes 3k. Flip Alistair, grab Invo. He's got the effect Veiler for the Alistair. Do we have? No, we do not have Mana Engrave, unfortunately. But he is going to scoop because that was exactly 5k. Dragoon was on 4k. Dragoon was on 5k. No, 4k, sorry. Dragoon was on 4k. Alistair's on 1k. He had 5k. It was exactly game. So yeah, set Alistair best card. I'll talk more about it later. Alright, this hand looks really good once again. Man, Invoked engine is just good, you know? It's just a really good engine. We've got Meltdown, Red Eyes Fusion, Magician's Rod, and Circle. Unfortunately, the Red Eyes is there, but that's okay. We don't have a hand trap, so I'm just going to fast forward because there's going to be no responding here. We're going to see Mo Yi come down, revealing Adhara, and we're going to see Yugioh coming down, grabbing the Blackout. Long Yun coming down, burning me, and summoning the Sovereign. Whoop, we got to slow it down right here. Meltdown for Alistair being the first play, and we're going to go for an immediate Red Eyes Fusion, hoping there's no Ash, but there is an Ash, and sometimes that's how it is. It was about time there was an Ash on the ref, so we're going to go for Circle after that. It was all bait for the Circle, right? It was all bait for the Circle. I don't remember if this Circle hits. It does. Circles have hit Soul Servants today. You'll have to see it. adding the Soul Servant, though, setting the Alistair, setting the Soul Servant, and passing, because we don't have a lot else to do. Blackout is going to come down, popping the 2 back row here. That's pretty big. And then the Sovereign will banish the Alistair, and also our Soul Servant. So, I'm pretty sure I should scoop at this point. I haven't yet. I'm just going to hit fast forward. Hey, I scoop, okay. Yeah, it's definitely a lost game at that point. Alright, getting on to, is this game 3 of the set? I believe it is. We're going to see Illusion of Chaos being revealed, which means Magician Souls is coming. You'll love to see it. We are playing Rod in this deck just at 1, so you really don't need to see it because you have Alistair instead. But yeah, it's fine. But I'm going to put a card back. And it's Illusion of Chaos because I like this hand. I'm going to go for Terraforming, add Meltdown. Meltdown, of course, is going to add Alistair. And then we're going to go for Magician Souls, putting mana in the grave. Once again, you always want to do Magician Souls first, so your mana is in the bin, and you can just potentially get that summon. I know I've said that a lot this video, but I just want to reinforce that. I was revealing ref, I don't know, we had some joke, and I was like, haha, I totally wouldn't open it. And there it was. Alistair effect is going to go off, and we're praying to not get hand trapped here. He is going to have the Ghost Ogre, which you think would be weird, like a dumb thing to do, but it means I cannot get to Anaconda now. So it was actually pretty smart by my boy, because now it's just Mechaba Pass. And Mechaba Pass, quite frankly, is a lot easier to deal with than Mechaba Dragoon Pass, let's be real. So we are going to send Magician Souls here, and maybe something else, Soul Servant, and go for a draw. Why did I send Soul Servant? Mana is in the grave. Okay, well, mana being in the grave, that's fair. We've drawn into Imperm, which is kind of nice. Everything else, not so nice. So let's see what we go for here. Invocation, banishing the Ghost Ogre in my opponent's grave, and the Alistair in mine, going for the Mechaba, adding back the Alistair, putting the Invo back in the deck. And we're going to link away both of these for Anaconda here. And we're going for Anaconda. Yep, we went all the way around, got rid of a negate to potentially get hand trapped again, but we went for it, and it paid off, and we have Dragoon. Fantastic. It's only Dragoon with an Imperm, which isn't that great, but we do have a draw 2 here, so let's see what we grab. Wow, we grabbed Eternal Soul. That's pretty nice. And now, look, we have 3 Alistair in the hand, and you might think, well, you can't use Alistair on Dragoon because he can't be targeted. Yes, but if your opponent uses Droplet or Dark Ruler no more, suddenly 3 Alistair in the hand is amazing because they go to attack your Dragoon on 1500 or whatever, and you can drop the Alistairs because he's now negated. So don't forget that Alistair can target your Dragoon if your opponent's foolish enough to negate it, which, you know, they might. They normally try to Droplet that boy. Alright, so we've got the Dragoon, we've got the Imperm, and we've got the Eternal Soul set. And ironically, our hand has no hand traps, but it's just Alistairs. And Meltdown, you know, grab the secret 4th Alistair. Alright, we're going to fast forward the plays here a little bit. Adhara's going to come down, that's fine. Emergence, I'm going to negate this. Emergence is a scary card, so I'm just going to negate this, you know. He's going to have to normal summon Ghost Ogre at this point, which means Hulk play time. I'm going to allow the Hulk play. Brings out Deskbot, that's fine. Now he's going to go for Aurora Dawn, and we're going to hit him on the Aurora Dawn effect with Imperm. This, of course, means Deskbot's not coming back. He's going to scoop from there because he had Ash and Called By. So yeah, hard activating ref there would have probably been pretty bad. And then I'm just showing him my triple Alistair combo with Meltdown for the 4th Alistair, you know? You gotta grab that 4th. Anyway, I believe that's all the games for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my Invoked Dark Magician deck. The main play of Meltdown plus Magician Souls is just phenomenal. I love it so much. And having a Mechaba before you get to Anaconda, kind of crazy. Anyway, if you want to see a deck profile for this, I'll have it up in the next couple of days. But let's try to get this video to like 100, maybe 200 likes, just to encourage me to make that deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed my Invoked Dark Magician deck. We're making a whole bunch of different decks at the moment. You know, there's Branded, there's stuff with Diviner of the Herald, there's stuff with Dogmatica and Shadol stuff, and, you know, Invoked is just another variant of Dark Magician you can play too. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have yourself a wonderful night. I'll catch you soon.